Today is a really fun day because I have the absolute privilege of going back to my old college to speak to students about what I've done since I left college, what I learned while I was at uni, and then how I turned that into a career. And started up Blue Kazoo. So I'm really excited about that opportunity. So I'm going to drive there now and hopefully start reflecting on what's happened in the last 5 years and how I've actually come to this point, because I understand that a lot of you who watch these videos don't actually know how I got to this point as well. So hopefully I'm going to have a quick think and figure this out so I can talk to you about it on the way there. So when I left college, I actually had no idea what I wanted to do in terms of a career. I decided that I wanted to be in an area that I was enjoying at the time, and my favourite subject was drama. So I started looking at different degrees and what I wanted to do, and I ended up at the University of Sheffield studying theatre. I really enjoyed my time at uni, had a lot of fun. But even kind of towards the end of my degree, at the end of the 3 years, I still wasn't entirely sure about what I wanted to be doing. But while I was at uni, I used to sign up to all sorts of things. I used to volunteer and do little jobs doing all sorts of different things while I was trying to work out what I wanted to do. And I remember one day I got an email from one of my professors about the opportunity of working in some primary schools as part of just an extra thing. It wasn't part of our degree. It was just something that I wanted to sign up to do, to give it a go. All my family are teachers, and so I thought, you know, there must be something in it that's enjoyable. There must be something in there that I would appreciate. It was then that I started becoming really creative in terms of what I wanted to be teaching these children, and more importantly, how I wanted to teach them. It wasn't until kind of towards the end of my degree where we did an actual module on theatre education, where I learnt about this lady called Dorothy Heathcott. I've already made a video about her, going into more description about what she did and who she was, but the most important thing that I learned from her was about mantle of the expert, where the teacher takes on a role and invites the children to come along in that story and be involved in that. And that was very much the start of where my ideas started coming together about how I wanted to become a teacher. Maybe not in the conventional sense, going through teacher training, but by creating a new way, or a very clear and specific way about teaching children and how I wanted to do that. When I came back to Nottingham, I started going into more schools and practicing what I wanted to do, and talking to teachers about what was missing in schools and what they couldn't do due to kind of money or time. And that was when I just started producing these live encounter days, where I looked at the school curriculum and saw that history was one where there's very clear topics that each school would do every year. And that's when I started developing these characters that would teach children about different areas of history. This kind of developed over the first year, and we tried out lots of different things. So I also did some projects with English. So some of you might remember was going to a school to do Kensuke's Kingdom. That was a lot of fun. But one of the most important things that I learned was about collaborating with like-minded people, collaborating with people who could offer something that I couldn't do. So Izzy, who I worked with on the Kensuke's Kingdom project, is a fantastic puppet builder and puppeteer, which is why we created a puppet of one of the orangutans that was on Kensuke's island, which added so much. It's actually really useful being invited to things like this, because it encourages me to reflect on what's been happening in the last few years. So I came to this college I think I left about 5 years ago. And so being back here encourages me to think about what's happened in the last 5 years, what's gone really well, what hasn't gone so well, and also kind of forces me to find a way of communicating that to other young people. Another great thing is that I know this college pretty well. I know that they have some fantastically bright and creative students here, which is what I'm really excited about. It's about bringing together more people who have a passion for being creative and arty and finding alternate ways of looking at things. So hopefully we'll find some students today who can offer something really exciting in exchange for the opportunities that we're going to be giving them through Blue Kazoo, the opportunity to get into schools and to learn about education in a way that maybe they wouldn't do in a classroom. I'm really excited about talking to students about my experiences, but also finding out what they want to do when they've left college, and what their perceptions of teaching and going to university are like. So I'm really excited about these conversations. That felt like a really successful conversation to have at Bilborough. I got to speak to a lot of different students who had various questions about what Blue Kazoo is and what we do and how they can help. I think one of the biggest things that I took away from that is the fact that we would actually allow quite a range of different people to come and do some work with us. We have the opportunity to have kind of media students who might want to work on videos like this, or our upcoming Bloop series, which has come along really well, by the way. We've also got the opportunity for creative writing students to come and maybe write scripts for upcoming videos. We've also got the opportunity for drama students to actually come in and shadow some of the work we do, and actually come and perform in some schools and lead some different sessions, as well as appearing in some of the Bloop videos and these kind of videos that we're doing. It's just really exciting at the minute. I'm really excited about having more conversations and probably going back to Bilborough and speaking to more students and getting more creative people involved, because that's exactly what teaching is about. It's about getting people around us that have creative ways of looking at different things and presenting things in interesting ways.